is going on today? It is a beautiful way to start the end of the month right here in October. Let's get this thing closed up and on our way into November, start of what I like to refer to as the holiday season, and hopefully bring a little joy. Anyways, today I want to talk to you about how long you wait to make changes. Okay, so for the longest, forever in this industry, 30 days is the cycle we live, right? In the car business, 30 days, 30 days, 30 days. But that isn't enough to see if something's working or not. I get that it feels like it is, but if you're being fair to at least looking at data, if you want to consider data as an ally, I've always believed that it takes 90 days. It's a full quarter's worth of information. Now, recently, a client of mine challenged me to try something different coming out of COVID. Going into COVID, shut everything down. Was in a state that was closed, and decided to close. There were some ramifications that I think come with that long term on the organic side, especially if there's no updating over 90 days. I definitely think there's some value to that. But anyways, when we came out of it, we decided to try a new direction. New vendors, people we hadn't worked with before. And so that's our job. Our job is to go out and find those people. So we did. And we had those people. We brought them in. Everyone agreed. Everyone was happy. First 30 days, everyone seemed happy. Day 45, there seemed to be a little bit of, waves out there. And then by day 60, sales were not where they were 59 days ago. And the only thing that had changed was the marketing. So it was difficult for me to say, okay, well, it's obvious that we need to change because I had 60 days, right? So I'm being fair to myself, being true to my 90 days. That's what I've used 90 days for as long as I can remember, truly, of anything. It doesn't matter if I was in a store, I gave a sales process 90 days, I gave salespeople 90 days, I gave finance man, I gave everyone 90 days. It still seems like the fairest period. I think you could argue that 120 is probably even more fair, but then I don't think the conversation ends and you get to 6 months, a year, and then by then that's not fair. It's not fair to the employer or person paying the bills to have to wait 6 months to make decisions on things that might be bad money. That's why I've always settled on 90 days. It seems like the best approach. But by day 75 of something different, things had just hit the skids. Dealer had gone from a top 5 dealer in the zone to a bottom 10 dealer in the zone. Had never happened. 20 years doing business, never happened. I stayed up nights poring over data, CRM reports, you name it, trying to figure out what the hell happened. And it looked obvious on the surface. There was some organic loss, but I don't want to bore you people. But when you have organic loss, but you just started a brand new paid search campaign, those two they cannibalize, right? So that didn't strike me as that odd. Now, took a deeper dive into the geos, mapped that out with some conversion, then started to say, okay. We've lost a little bit of our backyard. Simultaneously, an audit was performed on the website by an outside source knowing nothing of nothing, who of no one, came on and said, we have these issues. Here they are. Technical issues, whatever they are, these are the issues. Well, as soon as the client hears issues, the client's out. Client is blaming me and them. So, okay, we all get it. Fine, blame. Done. Day 91, everyone involved is fired from where they were. And we returned to the vendor we were using at this point now almost 190 days ago because of COVID. So you're talking about a 6-month gap without this vendor. Now I've seen other companies, I've seen other dealers drop this vendor, and I've seen almost the same thing happen. And it revolves around organic traffic. And again, I'm not going to sit here and bore you about it, but I will tell you, free tip, organic traffic is extremely important if you pay any attention to your data. So go do that and make sure it's where it should be because it's important. So the dealer had lost some of their backyard, right? So we made the deal. We got everyone back on board. Now we're 10 days net that discussion. So it's 10 days since the new direction. Will it make a difference in 80 from now? Fuck, I hope so. I mean, this is what we do for a living, right? Is we try to see those trends and move through them. It's not always a marketing thing. It can also be a sales thing. And this dealer also kind of simultaneously transitioned from a volume dealer to a gross dealer. But the fall off was still too severe. There were still lacking issues. And again, when you looked at conversion data, you found that it was lacking. So how do you dive through and decide over a 9-day process on what it is that you're going to keep or fire? That's what I wonder, because I hear a lot of people say, oh, give it 2 months, give it 30 days. I had a client call one time with a client who was like, yeah, I'm going to give you guys 30 days. Cool, I'm out. Because that's not how our company operates. Our company isn't someone who can fix your selling problem or even lead problem overnight. These things take time. And I don't have agreements. I have gentlemen's handshakes. Ladies and gentlemen's handshakes that are, hey, I'm here to work for you. If at any time you don't like that, you let me know. I'm happy to walk away. That's how it should be, but I still ask people to give me 3 months. Let me show you what it is that I see and how I do this, how I've been doing this for a long time now. But it's not always that easy. So I think more importantly, there's marketing, but how do you guys also look at training? How do you judge the effectiveness of a trainer over a 90-day period? Especially now that not most of them, there are more virtual than there was in person. I know there's still a lot of folks out in person. But still, how do you judge that? So go back over the last 90 days and look and see what you've changed. And see if there's anything that you can identify that's led to your success or potential lack of success. And see if you can make those changes and watch them for the next 90 days. Okay? So next week on the show, we are going to have a fun sit down, which is going to basically be the prelude to the CarBiz Chronicles Season 3. You are not going to want to miss it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again next Monday.